Russian figure skater Adalia Petrosian has added a new quadruple jump to her arsenal. This time the skater of the group of Atari Tutburids mastered the quadruple flip. The 15-year-old skater's clean performance of the ultra-right element at the training was posted on social media. The comments turned out to be very different. Some were just happy, others picked on the number of turns, some called Adalia the new queen of quads, and the fourth, fans of Sasha Trusova, got into an argument with them. Note that Petrosian also owns a quad salcho and a quad Ritberger. In addition, Adalia is the first figure skater in the history of figure skating to perform 2 quadruple rippers in one program. Recently, it is not often that one hears from foreign athletes support for their Russian colleagues. That makes each such statement all the more valuable. For example, Dasha GRM, a figure skater from Slovenia, spoke about the unfairness of being suspended for political reasons. If I were Russian and just did figure skating, I would also wonder. I can't stop it, I didn't start it. So if you want to know my opinion, it's not fair, Sport Express quoted the athlete as saying. At the same time, the figure skater said that the European Championships in the absence of the main favorites became even more interesting, because now there is an intrigue in the final distribution of medals. Before, we knew everything in advance, the difference was huge, Dasha stressed. Also, the Slovenian said that the doping case of Kamila Valieva did not affect her attitude towards other Russian figure skaters. According to GRM, one should not draw conclusions about the whole national team on one case, in which, moreover, everything is not completely clear yet. I can't say that I have lost confidence. Of course, it's a very difficult topic. I read the articles in English and, frankly, I didn't understand to the end whether she was guilty, who was guilty and so on. That is, I'm not in the circle of people who are well versed in the situation, said GRM. She said she was surprised by the ability of Russian athletes to work hard, but it is unlikely to be attributed to banned methods, since skaters who have won many tournaments have always passed doping controls without a problem. You can't extrapolate this case to everyone. I believe most of them are clean. Well, because they need to be clean if they want to compete in big starts. There are doping tests all the time. I'm not going to say, that's it, now I know why they were winning, stated the 31-year-old Slovenian. Yevgenia Medvedeva also reflected on the difference of thinking in Russia and the West. She recalled that the approaches of coaching schools have always been different, although there is less rigidity in the work abroad, there are problems of their own. There were a lot of scandalous situations concerning male coaches and masseurs in artistic gymnastics, you can look on the internet. The difference in the approach to their own results, it certainly exists, but more often you can see situations, such as, for example, at the Olympics in Tokyo, when Simone Biles had a nervous breakdown. And a person can openly say that she feels uncomfortable, she feels bad and she decided not to perform because of that, noted the 2-time world champion. She stressed that for the Russians, this action of the American looked a bit strange, but the entire Western world supported the gymnast. This, according to Medvedeva, is the difference in mentalities. Foreigners primarily care about their mental and physical health. With us, the results come first. Even if we lose our nerve, we still go to the competition, whether we succeed or fail. We have no other option in principle in our heads, said Evgenia. Angelika Krylova, the coach of the dance duet Vasilisa Kaganovskaya, Valery Angelopol, said that she is afraid of the development of star disease in their pupils. In her opinion, in social networks figure skating fans praise them too much, and it can lead to the fact that athletes lose touch with reality. Sometimes it's downright bad. It even makes me want to write to the fan chat room to end it. It makes me want to shut it all down, it's too much. How do you fight it? Hard. We fight. It's good that they listen. Sometimes it's just really hard, the expert said on podcast.lab. In addition, she noted that in her work she pays attention not only to figure skating, but also to the upbringing of the personal qualities of her charges. Yet comparing coaching in the United States, where she has lived for 24 years, and in Russia, Krylova admitted that she needs a more rigid approach when working with domestic athletes. Everything is different here. But the system, the training itself, just like I trained Americans, I train Russians. Maybe a little tougher. Not because you can do it here, but because they need it, because they are used to it, they are brought up that way. Since childhood, coaches train them in such a system, a little higher tone, a little more harshness, parents require the same. That's why they need it, explained the specialist. Russian figure skater Matvey Vetlugin thinks that Kamila Valieva would easily win the showdown tournament with the Wednesday number. Matvey, you're a great skater. It seems that the show program tournament is perfect for you. Have you already thought of ideas? I don't know anything about new competitions. Only rumors. There's only talk about what we'll do, what's the light, what's the rules. Nothing is clear. In any case, we have to show something that no one has ever shown before. Maybe we have to show our own style. You can do a simple drama or a simple lyric at any show. Conventionally, if Kamila Valieva entered the tournament of show programs with the Dance Wednesday, she would win absolutely deservedly. Because no one had done anything like that before her. So at this tournament, it is necessary to open your style. It is clear that I can't reveal my ideas right now, but I have some outlines, a couple of ideas, some directions, said Vetlugin. Journalist Alena Kostornaya commented on the fact that Angelika Krylova will be the director of new programs of world champions in pairs skating Anastasia Messina and Alexander Galyamov. Choosing Angelika Krylova to direct new programs for Anastasia Messina and Alexander Galyamov is probably one of the best ideas one could come up with. Krylova is a very outstanding specialist in terms of her approach to staging. As such, the example of her dance couple demonstrates this beautifully. The idea, staging and content of the free dance between Vasilisa Kaganovskaya and Valeria Angelopoulos this season is the most interesting among Russian duets and can be compared with the productions of the best duets in the world. The current free skating program of Messina and Galyamov is definitely good and suits the athletes, but in my opinion, its main value lies in the fact that it gives a pretty complete picture of the pair's potential. When skaters are able to roll out such a complex and tempo program by their functionality, it opens up considerable room for equally complex choreographic filler. Beijing Olympic champions Sui Wenying and Han Chung, whose programs were choreographed for many years by Marina Zueva, followed roughly the same path in pairs skating. It is typical for Tamara Moskvina to work with her athletes, and it is not certain that Krylova will be the only one to be invited. But if this collaboration works out, the result could be very, very interesting, Vaitskovskaya wrote. Winners and medalists of the Olympic Games 2022 will perform at the Festival in Love with Figure Skating, organized by the Department of Sports of the City of Moscow. Colorful event dedicated to the 100th anniversary of Moscow sports will take place on February 14 at the CSKA Arena. Among the new participants of the ice show are Olympic champions Mark Kondratyuk, Victoria Sinitsina, and Nikita Kotsalapov, silver medalists of the 2022 Games Alexandra Trusova, Evgenia Tarasova, and Vladimir Morozov, European Championship silver medalist Alexander Samarin, and the winner of 2 gold medals of the ISU Junior Grand Prix Series Sofia Akateva. Alina Zagatova, Anna Shkrbakova, Kamila Valieva and Maya Kromik will also take to the ice on St. Valentine's Day, as well as the sport couples Alexandra Boakova and Dmitry Kozlovsky and Anastasia Messina and Alexander Galyamov. Choreographer Bettina Popova said that the European champion Alena Kostornaya will soon return from vacation and start training. Kostornaya and her partner Georgy Kanitsa are training in Sergei Roselyukov's group. We are waiting for Alena from one day to the other to start the training process. Everything is going well with us. All trainings are going according to plan, Popova said.